and a lot of people lost a lot of money. I was able to say that none of my clients lost money in the October 87 crash, principally because I didn't have any clients at that stage. I just started a month or two before, but to make it quite difficult to try and encourage people to invest in the share market.
I built my hopes on mountains high. There was no ceiling to my sky, but I never dreamt you'd.
Someone that even in their 50s or 60s heard from a teacher that you'll never amount to something, or you'll never be intelligent, you won't be able to do this. It has a huge flow-on effect, and as you say, these students coming in, they're more than capable of being able to do that. And which sort of flows in when you talk about resilience is how to go through the good times and the bad. And it'd be interesting over the 30 years, like your experience when it comes to the ups and downs in the market and significant ones that you've remembered. Is there certain points where there were significant downturns and what you did to deal with it, and also how you recognised that what was the best way to go forward with the investment strategy?
There have been. I mean, it was interesting over that period of time, because I started in mid to late 1987, and of course in October 1987 there was a stock market crash, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. I was able to say that none of my clients lost money in the October 87 crash, principally because I didn't have any clients at that stage. I just started a month or two before, but to make it quite difficult to try and encourage people to invest in the share market. No. Because that was like saying, well, why don't I just throw myself off a cliff? It would be easier. I was like, no, you've got to understand, that there are different asset classes. They carry with them different returns and different risks. And the share market is about investing in businesses. And you expect people in business to get a better return than the landlord of the property they're renting. And the landlord would expect to get a better return than the bank that they're borrowing the money from. And it just flows through. It's risk and return, and understanding how different classes of assets operate. But the problem with the share market crash of 87 is people were just speculating. It was not looking at the fundamentals of the company to look at and see if this company is well managed, well run, has a proper business plan, has a sustainable future. And we can all think of businesses that didn't have a sustainable future. And one of the ones that comes to mind is the American company Kodak, which would have been one of the biggest companies in the world that no longer exists, because it was all based on the technology of the time, using film and cameras to photograph and develop an image, and it missed the digital revolution. So it's not there anymore. So similarly, when you invest in shares, you've got to look at the fact you're investing in a business that you don't generally run, because it's listed on a share market, it's a publicly listed company, and it either has a future or it doesn't, and it will go through its own cycles, which is why you then learn you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You buy across the market as opposed to buying one or two individual shares. If you buy one or two individual shares, you're not investing, you're speculating. And learning to differentiate between speculation, which might make you rich or poor, is different from investment, which is calculated to make you financially independent.